Okay, guys. So, just getting this video going. And I am thinking first we need to turn off this music. Right? Hold on. Alright, there we go. And tons has happened while these videos have been uploading and getting onto the YouTube channel. Alright? So, there's tons to talk about in here, and I do not even know where this painting was when I left off in the last video. But there was that green I was mentioning up in here, how that did not feel resolved, right? And I went back in there and I did some stuff. You see, I took that lighter orangey valued color and dropped it in with a palette knife on top of it, right? I pushed the green in here with a palette knife darker. And what I did was I actually took some of the ultramarine blue and mixed it to the green to come up with a darker green. Over in here, I did the ultramarine blue and burnt umber combination and put that in with the orange to come up with that. I went over in here and lightened that up in there. Oh, I dropped in this orange on top of that, super light orangey white color. Right? Orange with a palette knife, and I didn't go much in there. I left that guy alone. I did a little bit of work on there by taking the sap green and adding yellow and white to it. And so that I feel really good. That really vibrates, boom, I think, up in there. Especially with that combination to there, into there, there, and up. I took the orange again on the palette knife, and I dropped just a couple marks in there on top of that green. And then I wiped back with a rag because there just was a little bit too much in there. So I feel like right now this painting has some wonderful movement in it. And I'm going to tell you the truth again. I do like this movement in here, right? I really do like it in here, coming down in here, up in here. This guy kind of sits back in a certain way, but once you notice it, man, it's present, right? And so there's some fun stuff happening up in here. I do not think it's a quintessential Hoffman painting. And we can talk about that in the Zoom meetings. Or if you want. But what I really love is when I look at it upside down. I am serious. This composition, I think, is so much more successful than the last one from me working over on that side. I don't know why. It's really open up in here, comes down, hits that rectangle, shoots me across, and I'm back up into here. So I think the movement is here, here, and here. And why the top left-hand corner? Even if the bottom is over in here, the top left-hand corner, because think about it, guys. We have been trained to look at images mainly through reading and starting in the top left-hand corner and working down and then going up to the next page and working down, right? So let's just start in how do we enter a painting? So when I was in school, your age, we were talking about this a lot, and this came up, that you enter tons of information in the top left-hand corner, right? Top left-hand corner. Work down, jump back up. Look at this. How hard that is. Now that I think about it, I go oh man. And I don't know if that breaks it enough, so I get away from that. But what I want to say is this. While we're trained to start in the top left-hand corner, there is no reason to build your design that way, right? You can have entrances over here. You can have entrances up in here, right? So I go okay, yeah, that's part of my cultural training, right? We don't learn how to read from the bottom right to the top left, right? So I go, painting isn't really reading. So how do I want to enter the painting? Where do I enter? I'm the one that's creating it. So I'm the one that's going to say, like, do something formally. And I could do something formally in here where it seems the emphasis down in here. Right? Yeah. So, with a little bit of time left, right? Because while these videos were uploading and I was working on this, I was like, when I got to this point, I was like, this bad boy's done. Right? I'm happy with it. I really am. Are there question marks? Yeah. But you know what? As long as those question marks don't read like sand in cilantro that happens to be in a burrito that I have just bitten into in a burrito joint in San Francisco that all my friends are telling me I need to go to. As long as the question marks don't read like sand in that burrito, then I'm going to let it be, right? I'm going to let it be. And as I said, this is kind of like Christmas, isn't it, when we get rid of this? Look at this, how this bad boy is starting to sing. Here's the last one. I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Look at, you get rid of that heavy outline, that border, and look what happens to it. Oh man. And I even love it more upside down. I love it more as this is the bottom. Oh my God. Anyway, listen, we're all learning. I'm learning from you when I look at your images. You should be learning from me, right? And what I want to say on a closing mark is, remember that I throw ideas out there and you need to adopt them. Make them your own, right? Make them a part of you. And then what that process is all about, adapting to the sensibilities of these ideas. These ideas have sensibilities, right? Just like if you're making dessert. Desserts are like sweet, but they all have different sensibilities, don't they? Right? So anyway, I want you to enjoy these. I want you to take off of him going like, he's giving me free liberty to go here in certain ways. He's giving me a structure to follow and the permission to see what happens because I have an idea that doesn't fit in to that structure. All right? So there you go. We're done with this series. The next one's going to be the Your Choice, I think. I'm going to go with the Your Choice. The complement colors, maybe I'll go with that because it's more challenging. All right? So that one's going to be just brush only, and it would be the 14 by 14. See you soon, guys.